Welcome back, cooks, to our roasted tilapia and vegetables lesson. We'll grab our 13 by 9-inch baking greased pan. You can use stoneware, ceramic, glass bakeware, or a pan. Just make sure you grease it well and it's non-stick. We're going to use our extra virgin olive oil. Again, if you don't have this, you can use something like Pam. Just make sure you grease the bottom of the pan and the sides very well. We like to pour a line on the bottom, just enough to coat it, and just fold over a piece of paper towel. You don't want to soak it up, you just want to make sure you coat everything, sides and bottom. Next we have our 4 fish tilapia fillets. They're inside the packaging, so we'll go ahead and we'll grab our shears. We'll cut these open and then we'll dry them off. They're going to have a little moisture on them, so we'll slow the video down and show you how to dry them off before cooking. Let's take a look. And we'll slow it down here because this part is where you want to take an extra piece of paper towel, place it on top. Just slowly press your hands on top as you want to get all the water and moisture off of these. Remember, these have been sealed in a package. They're going to have moisture on them. You want to use the paper towel on top and bottom. Press firmly, but you want to get all that moisture off of them. Now we'll go ahead and raise this up. And you're just going to discard that packaging and paper towel. Let's grab our extra virgin olive oil. We'll go ahead and use 1 tablespoon of this. The reason why is we've patted our fish dry, so we want to make sure our dry ingredients stick. So we'll want to just spread this all over. This way when we put on our dry ingredients, they'll stick to the fish. We'll drizzle that tablespoon all over throughout the bag. You want to get a little bit on each piece. Next up, we'll have our dry ingredients. 1 teaspoon of organic turmeric, half teaspoon of dashed lemon pepper seasoning, 1 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and a half teaspoon of sea salt. In a minute, we're going to close this up and we're going to shake it as we want to get that seasoning and coating on each piece of fish. Let's take a listen. And remember, cooks, there's no exact science to this. You just want it to look like this. You want every piece of fish to be coated with seasoning and oil. Remember, don't squeeze hard. Just kind of let them tumble amongst themselves while you slowly toss the bag. We'll go ahead and close this up and let this marinate in the refrigerator. While those flavors are fusing together in the fridge, we'll put together our frozen vegetables. Let's grab our bowl. And you can use 1 12-ounce bag of California frozen mixed vegetables. Here we're going to use mixed vegetables and we're going to add some peas to it as well. We're going to want to add a half tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to this. That way each vegetable will get coated, and then we're going to add all our seasonings as well. Then we'll put our lid on and shake it up so everything gets coated just like it did with the fish in the bag. And then this will be our bottom layer that will steam the bottom side of the fish as it's fully seasoned. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now that our vegetables are coated, let's put the dish together. We'll grab our coated cookware pan that we coated and greased earlier. Let's grab our seasoned vegetables. We want to pour these evenly in a nice layer on the bottom. You don't want any gaps or spaces. Don't worry if there are. Once you're done, you can go ahead and shake the pan. And what this will do will level out everything to make sure the bottom's evenly coated. As remember, this is going to steam through to your fish on top. We'll grab our fish that we had marinating in the fridge from earlier. As you can see, they're nicely coated, both sides all the way around. And we like to grab a pair of tongs. This will be the easiest way to grab them out the bag. Your main purpose here will be to grab each piece of fish with trying not to split it, and you want to place it solid on top of the vegetables so you're covering the pan. As remember, the vegetables are frozen, so as this cooks in the oven, the butter and steam will cook through the vegetables up to the fish and cook in all that flavor. We'll now go ahead and add our 1 to 2 tablespoons. We like to use unsalted butter. You'll want to cut these down in little pieces because they're going to melt all over throughout the pan. We'll open up our oven, preheated at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got so much butter on the top, I can't wait to see this sizzling and melted all over the fish. We'll put this in for about 20 minutes. If you want it extra crispy or tender, you can leave it in for extra 5 or 10. It'll still be juicy. Let's go ahead and take a listen. And that's a quick dinner, cooks. You can serve this to the table hot and steaming and enjoy for all. You can go ahead and shake it up to make sure everybody gets a little bit of vegetables with their fish on each plate. Let's zoom in and look at all that seasoning you put on the fish and on the vegetables. This is why you want to make sure you coat everything nicely. That way it gives it that nice finish at the end and there's flavor in each bite.
As Bee mentioned earlier, roasted tilapia in any frozen vegetable mix makes for an excellent meal plan choice and is always easy to assemble. Being that it's seafood, we always sprinkle a few lemon juice drops to enhance the flavor and reduce any fishiness that may linger. We just happen to have this pack in the fridge, so it's a great way to put it to use. This meal is a great way to get some protein and veggies on the dinner table for the family in a flash and only using a few dishes. Of course, we are always looking out for you. We truly hope you enjoy roasted tilapias and veggies, and thanks again for cooking with B&T.